everybody, and good Monday evening to you. It is Weather for Weather Geeks time. Hope you had a good weekend. It was certainly a wintry weekend at times, especially yesterday. And we'll talk about some of the numbers here in this video. We're also going to talk about kind of the up and down temperature forecast for the next handful of days. Overall, it is not a particularly snowy or wintry forecast this week, but you're going to get whiplash a little bit with the temperatures. Let's look at the snow numbers over the weekend and into today at the Youngstown Warren Airport. We've had measurable snow now for 3 straight calendar days, 0.1 on Saturday. This 2.7 yesterday, you may be thinking, there's no way we had 2.7 inches of snow. And I've heard from some people that live near the Youngstown Warren Airport, and, they said there's no way we had that much. Well, don't forget that we never had this much on the ground at one time. A lot of melting and compaction and whatnot, but when you add it all up, taking measurements every hour or every few hours even, you end up with 2.7 at the airport. But again, most of us didn't have nearly that much on the ground at any point yesterday. Thanks to the marginal temperatures, we had a lot of compaction and melting. We had 0.6 between midnight and about 5 a.m. with a couple of decent snow showers that pushed through. So through the first half of November, we're up to 3.4, and that's about 2 inches above the average for the first half of November. Speaking of the first half of the month, up and down temperature-wise, mild week last week, much cooler over the last few days, and it's all coming out in the washes about average through the first half of November, 0.2 degrees warmer than the average. The second half of the month will probably be more consistently chilly. We're not going to have a lot of days like we had last week with highs in the 60s coming up anytime real soon, with the exception of Wednesday. All right, in the meantime, the lake effect machine is not completely shut down this evening. We still have some residual snowflakes. Lake Geauga, Ashtabula, Crawford counties, even far northern Trumbull and Mercer, a couple of inconsequential snowflakes still out there this evening. We're actually missing on a more potent weather disturbance that's pushing through southern and western Ohio. This is bringing some small amounts of snow to places such as Dayton and Lima and Columbus and Chillicothe, eventually down towards Athens and Parkersburg and Charleston. But all of that's going to miss us to the south. Actually, most of the country this evening is in pretty good shape. The Pacific Northwest is active, including southwestern Canada. A real atmospheric river of moisture extending way out over the Pacific is slamming parts of the northwestern U.S. and southwestern Canada with heavy rain and mountain snow. Back here at home, it's going to be a brighter day for tomorrow. We'll call it partly sunny in the morning, but mostly sunny skies for the afternoon. Temperatures won't rebound all that much, despite the abundant afternoon sun. We'll still find ourselves about a half a dozen degrees cooler than the average. But then a warm front will push through tomorrow night. Temperatures will actually rise pretty rapidly tomorrow night, starting around freezing in the evening, ending up in the mid-40s by Wednesday morning. Our model here wants to show a couple of showers near that warm front Wednesday morning. Not going to buy that just yet. We have a dry forecast right now for Wednesday. Despite more clouds than sun, though, temperatures will rebound very nicely. But unfortunately, fast-moving cold fronts will come in Thursday morning and send our temperatures crashing. Look at the kind of yo-yo pattern here with the temperatures. They'll get about freezing Tuesday evening, but as most people get up and head off to work and school Wednesday morning, it'll be probably in the mid-40s, maybe even pushing 50 in some parts of the area, on our way to the upper 50s and lower 60s in the afternoon. But then temperatures stay mild for parts of Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, but by daybreak Thursday, here's the front, and we'll be back in the upper 30s and lower 40s by the end of the afternoon. So this warm-up is indeed going to be short-lived. And if you've been paying attention to medium-range forecasts of late, this is no surprise. The kind of medium-range forecast is a chilly one. This is the lead-up to Thanksgiving, of course. Thanksgiving coming up in 10 days. And aside from Wednesday's forecast, this looks pretty darn chilly. Nothing crazy cold. Nothing that's going to send us into straight January-like weather or anything like that. We can have that at this time of the year, but this time it looks like it's just going to be consistently just chilly compared to the average for not only the run-up to Thanksgiving, but probably through the end of the month. And while I'm not going to graphically show you some of the longer-range modeling this evening, some of our longer-range modeling is pretty cold-looking in early December. Overall, our winter forecast idea was that December as a whole might be the coldest month compared to average of the whole winter. I think that's looking good, at least for the first handful of days of December. Beyond that, things we have a little less confidence in the pattern mid to late December. Some modeling shows more of a back-and-forth pattern. Some modeling keeps it cold from start to finish. Not sure what the models are going to eventually latch on to, but as you know, if you paid attention to our winter forecast, the overall idea was we'd get off to a fast start this winter with a pretty cold month of December, and then plenty of thaws mixed in with some cold in January and February. We'll be doing an update on that winter forecast coming up in early December, so look forward to that in a few weeks. In the meantime, thanks for watching this Monday evening Weather for Weather Geeks video. I'll see you back here on Tuesday.